welcome everybody. I needed a break from these guys. D. Rogers in the house, Danny Rogers, DetroitLions.com. You had a chance to sit down with a piece of this Lions defense we haven't seen yet, but I know they're excited about it.
To go into Kansas City, this Lions team get a win and not even have their full defense is pretty impressive. Emmanuel Moseley, he was taken off the PUP list when the 53-man roster dropped. That was massive because that meant Moseley could play before week 4. I don't know if we'll see him in week 2 against the Seahawks. We didn't see him last week. Come on, bring E-Man out. We want to see him. But he was on par last year to have his best season yet with the Niners. I caught up with him about that, plus his ACL rehab journey. Check it out. Last year with San Fran, you were on par to have your best year yet. You pick up your first pick 6 in the same game, you tear your ACL. Have you come to terms with what has all happened yet?
Yeah, you know, like whenever it first happened, I didn't. I just questioned. I was like, why? You know, this is crazy. This is my contract year. Like, why would this happen to me? But my faith is so strong. I'd probably say once the surgery happened and I started doing rehab, I just got on par and I was like, you know, it's a reason why this is happening. This is going to happen to other guys, and they can look at my journey and be like, you know, he can make it back just the same way that I did with guys before me that made it back.
5 months ago when we talked, you were saying that the mental battle would be the toughest part of this ACL journey. We're here now, the regular season. What is the mentality? Yeah,
well, I'm fully recovered from it, you know, so I'm just glad to be off the PUP list, you know, and on the 53 and possibly playing, you know. It's kind of crazy because before that 5 months, whenever I met you guys, you're just going through this phase where you know that you can possibly be back, but you also question yourself like, I don't know if I'll ever be the same like I am, you know. And now just being out there, moving around, feeling like my old self is such a blessing. And I like to just thank God and thank everyone here that worked with me that got me back to that.
You weren't able to be in the building all the time because of rehabbing your ACL. So how were you able to stay on top of all the team meetings and everything that Aaron Glenn was putting into this defense? Yeah,
I just thank God for Zoom. Whoever created Zoom, thank God for you guys. It just helped me stay on top of it. And like the type of player I am, even if I'm not in the building, I want to feel like I'm a part of it and just want to stay on top of my game because I know how easy it can be to lose focus when you're not out there, when you're not around the building. And I just didn't want that to happen because once I got back on the field, I wanted to be sharp and not let my teammates down, you know.
Yeah, your coaches say you're one of the best communicators on the team. If you're on the sideline, the players playing, they can hear you. Yeah. How big is that? Is that part of your game?
Yeah, I think it's just part of my game, like you say, but being in those meetings so you can feel confident out there on the field to do it. Because if you don't know and you're not confident, you're going to play slow, you know what I mean? And if I can speed myself up by knowing what I'm talking about and also tell my teammates to speed us up, we have a really good chance of making a play.
Why will year 6 be the best year yet?
Yeah, I think I've been through adversity, you know, and now I jumped that broom, you know what I mean? Now I feel like I'm on top. I feel like myself. I know the defense. I think we have a good coaching staff. We got great players, and I think this will be my best year yet, and I'm looking forward to it.
All right, Danny Rogers there with the Sunday Sit Down brought to you by Audi. What was your biggest takeaway from that? Communication.
I was a little worried about if Emmanuel Moseley would have to pick up a ton once he came back to the field. He's fine. He's one of the best communicators on the sideline. Right up there with C.J. Gardner-Johnson. We talked about it, Birchie.
Oh, he communicates.
Just a little quieter.
He's quieter. It's not a jump scare when you talk to him. Moseley, a really big piece to this defense. No drop off from him.
All right, you will see Danny coming up on Inside the Pride. It airs right here on Fox 2 every Wednesday night at 7:30, including this Wednesday night when they'll be doing the wrap-up of that Kansas City game and looking ahead to Seattle as well. We're not done yet. Stick with us. Much more to come on this edition of Lions Game Day Live. Recapping that win. Looking ahead to Seattle as well. That's a playoff team coming in next week. Stick with us.
Big game.
NFL Sunday, Lions have already won, so we get to chill. What's on your mind?
Well, I only got 3 seconds to talk, so I'm just going to reapply some of Wojo's makeup. It's the Rams-Seahawks game. Geno Smith, Seahawks come to town. Yeah. Devin Witherspoon probably won't play today, the 5th overall pick for the Seahawks, who I thought Lions would draft if he was still there. So we'll have to see him maybe next week, week 2.
And no Cooper Kupp in that game, now in IR. What do you got?
Packers-Bears, our first real look at Jordan Love as Packers QB1. Justin Fields seemed poised for a big year. We'll see if that comes to fruition in week 1. Before you start, though, remind me, who'd you pick in that Lions-Chiefs game last week? Who'd you pick, Woj?
Oh,
just say it.
I took the Lions to cover the spread.
Okay, yeah, likely story.
What are you looking at today?
No, I'm totally on board with the Packers and the Bears, and you get to sit back as a Lions fan. You were picked to win this division. Some people were picking the Packers still because of that defense. Sit back and root for a tie.
Aaron Rodgers owns Chicago. Question is, did he pass the deed to Jordan Love? We'll have to wait and see. That's what we're looking at. We'll have to wait and see. But you know what? It's nice to have that victory in the book, and you just let everybody else fight it out now. Thanks for making us a part of your Sunday. For Danny, for Woj, for Birchie, have a great day, everybody.
Enjoy yourselves.